Dude, so this is the Noni fruit. This is the Noni tree, and this is also known as the blue cheese fruit. And when it's ripe, and this one's not quite ripe, um, it does, it just tastes and smells like the dankest blue cheese. Minus the cheese, it doesn't really taste like cheese. It's got that blue flavor though. It is just like funky and super medicinal, great for like inflammation, pain relief, lots of things. And grows super fast, loves the water, and yeah, it grows like a weed when it gets happy. Super cool. Dude, this is the root beer plant. You take this leaf and make a tea out of that. Got that nice sarsaparilla vibe. And what else we got here? That's a nice big avocado tree doing real well. We got a little bird. Wow, that is a cool bird. I don't know if you can see it. It's green and blue and red. I've not seen him before. So cool. Hey, guy. Super cool. So, what else can we show you? What else can we say here? We got avocado, mango. Oh, this is the chaya tree. This is also known as the spinach tree. These leaves are super nutritious. You gotta cook them down. They actually have a little chemical that's a little toxic until it's cooked, but once it's cooked, it's super nutritious. And man, it grows like a weed, super fast. Nice to have some of that in the yard. And let's see, this is a papaya tree. These should be in the ground. I don't like seeing these like in these pots like this. The papaya tree can grow and be like, you know, fruiting within a year. How crazy is that? This one's fruiting, getting ready to bloom and fruit itself. And what can you say about papaya? You know why it grows so fast? Because it's hollow inside. It's crazy. When these get really big, you can knock on them and you can hear that they're hollow inside. The stems are hollow. So my friend, he's got a little restaurant. He makes a great, he uses them as straws, and it's a great touch. If you haven't had papaya with a little lime on it, you're missing out. That's the way to have it. And yeah, all papayas are not equal. Some papayas are so good. You gotta have one of those really great ones. You'll really dig it. What else we got here? We got some yucca growing here. Look at this. This is over 1 billion people. This is the #1 calorie source. This is a root vegetable, also known as the potato tree. This is what tapioca comes from. Those little boba pearls. This is also cassava. So you know, you probably had yucca fries. And yeah, it can be really tasty. Look, so these should be in the ground. I keep telling the guys we got some in the ground other places, but you see, this is that root. It can make like 12 big roots the size of your forearm or bigger that are down in there all at once that you pull out when you harvest it. And then you just take a little cutting, and plant that, and it's off and running, and it's super drought tolerant. Set it and forget it. Once it gets established, it's gonna survive. And yeah, isn't that wild? The #1 calorie source for over 1 billion people. It's delicious. And check this out. What are these little cactuses? You recognize these? These are dragon fruit. So these want to climb up a tree. See how it's growing roots? And it just wants to climb and climb. And yeah, it can make a a fruit the size of a softball, and it's like, you know, better than the best cherry when they're real good. And inside they can have a white flesh, or they can have a deep red like a beet. So super cool that way. And so yeah, just think about that. You could take any tree that's kind of lame and have it climb in that, and you're gonna have a fruit tree just like that. What else we got growing on here? This is Clusia. This is a popular hedge. It's also medicinal. Been used by indigenous that way. And this is another medicinal succulent. Here's Monstera deliciosa. I love this look of those leaves like that. It makes a really great fruit. It's lives up to the name. What else can we say? There's a moringa tree around here somewhere. And yeah, look at these mango trees are getting real big right here. Some of the first mango trees I ever successfully grafted, I did here a number of years ago. This is a macadamia nut tree. Look how it's got like little tiny thorns on the edges of its leaves. See that? So they're not really like too thorny, but they got a funny look to them like that. They're drought tolerant, and yeah, they make a big old fruit, and inside's that macadamia nut, one nut per fruit. So man, if you're having the pleasure of having a ton of macadamia nuts, it's like, wow, how did they get all those delicious little nuts in there and bring them to us at such a great price? It's wild. And these are a lot of landscape plants, podocarpus and whatnot. These are the Nepali cactus, right? You can eat these petals, and then when they're young like this, you just pull that off, and it's super yummy. And just eat them raw. This is perennial peanut. This is a ground cover, and you can eat the little yellow flowers, and it's great. Great alternative to having a lawn. Have this as a ground cover, and I actually just pulled a bunch out. This was all just covered, and yeah, it's a legume, so it's especially good at fixing nitrogen. I want to show this little happy rack of bananas. We got a banana hanging over the fence here. Isn't that beautiful? Representing for the nursery. Nice little banana rack here. This is at the entrance. This is pretty nice. And yeah, man, you can have 100-pound of rack of bananas like this within a year. You plant a banana tree and get it really happy. So, you know, they're hungry and thirsty. They just want a lot of soil, a lot of fertility in their soil, a lot of water. And yeah, platanos, so many different kinds of bananas. My favorite might be the Thai one, the Namwa, and the apple. And yeah, I think this one here is maybe a Cavendish. This right here is a Brazilian spinach, also known as sisu spinach. Take this and boom, eat it. Look, so you take a sprig when you go to harvest it. Take a couple sprigs, take all the leaves off, and put them in a dish. You can eat them raw or cook them. Some people recommend cooking them, knock down those oxalates. But then you got the stem left over, and then just plant the stem in some soil, and it'll take most of the time. Very good like that. So then you can have this. Grow food, not lawns. Why not? I think it's beautiful. I think every plant has its beauty. Look at this. So these are avocado trees grown from seed. And I like the way those little leaves look on the top when they're young. Get that nice deep color. You know, so these will be used as rootstock and then graft onto them with, you know, one of these preferred mango types. There's so many. I was looking at a chart of all the, did I say mango? All the avocado types. And there's a ton of them. Oh my gosh. Some chives were growing. We cooked up some beef the other night and used some of these chives. That was delicious. There's some tomatoes. More avocados. My buddy's big into avocados. And look, this is a tropical oregano. So you take this and use that in a dish. Put that with some eggs or beef. Delicious. And loquat, the loquat tree, this is super yummy. Another one that you can graft onto. You could let it grow naturally and have a fruit, or graft onto it and have a really, really deluxe, super nice preferred fruit. Some coconut palms. Got a ton of coconut palms going. All right, here's some stuff we got in the ground. I wish we had way more stuff in the ground here. But my buddy was thinking about moving. Dude, so these are, you know, a lot of you saw the other banana only gets up to like 6 feet in fruits. Look at these. These get up to like, man, 20 feet before they fruit. And yeah, we actually just cut down a rack the other day. Here we got some of, you know, the Hawaiian lays? This is the tree that makes those flowers. And let's see what we got here. Some more Noni fruit growing. Coconut palms, the root beer plant. Oh, I know what I want to show you. One of my favorite medicinals is cilantro. Cilantro is like really good at helping detox from heavy metals. And this is similar. This is culantro, and so that same like real unique flavor that you get from cilantro. Only this one's a little for our warmer climates. This one's a little more adapted to thrive. You know, I've tried growing cilantro a couple of times. Cilantro doesn't want to get too hot, in my experience. So. Super tasty, love a good guacamole, and yeah, chelate detox those heavy metals. Why not? And yeah, what else can we show you here real quick? I'm sure everybody has heard of the tamarindo tree or the tamarindo pods, tamarindo fruit. This is some of them we got growing. And what else can we say? Okotook, this is one of my favorites. Check this out. All right, so these buggers, you take the leaves like this, and look how easy they are to harvest. You just pull them, boom, and you got like 12 leaves, and they're like a sweet leaf. They're really delicious. And you can have a great look to them. And I'm going to show you one fruiting. All right, so this is a fruit. Look how cool this looks. This is like, they got the little flower, little red flower on the top, and then the fruit grows on the bottom here like this. And yeah, it tastes like a sweet pea. Super high in protein, like 50% protein. And sweet. So, man, why not have some of those growing everywhere? If you're in a tropical zone that doesn't get a hard frost, I suggest having a katuk bush. My friend's got one that's in the ground. It's like huge. It can get up to like 8 feet tall and be really, really nice in the lawn, looking very stately. Nice loquat. Loquat's getting nice. And yeah, what else can we say? Got some black sapote growing around here. And that's the chocolate pudding fruit, if you never had it. I think this is actually that black sapote, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, add a little sugar and it looks just like black pudding. So good, so tasty. If you don't add that sugar, it's a little bland, honestly. But man, that dark chocolate pudding look, it's amazing. It's amazing seeing that in a fruit like that. Guys, this is sugar cane. Look at this. There's a black sugar cane, purple, yellow, red. This is a nice red variety. And yeah, what more can I say?